Well, guys, welcome to the Tiger Talk with Terrin. This is our first ever episode, and kind of the goal of this show, I guess, this talk is to highlight people in the Carthage community who are doing awesome things, and emphasis really on the high school. And our first guest ever today is my friend Kale Schrader. Kale, he is a stud, and we're talking to a state champion football player, a baseball player, hopefully about to make another state championship run in wrestling here in the next couple of weeks. Kale, you're our first ever guest on Tiger Talk with Terrin. How does it feel?
I mean, it feels really great. I'm honored to be on here.
Well, Kale, you're an awesome guy. And Kale, talk to us a little bit about this fall. The football team making that run to the state title and finishing the deal. What was that like?
Honestly, it was great. Our whole team would say the same thing. We faced a lot of adversity throughout the whole season, so I think that's what really brought us together. And without that adversity, I don't think we ever would have won state. So I think we're all really grateful for that.
So you talked about that adversity. Is that middle of the season, have a couple tough games? What are you kind of alluding to there?
I'd say just about the whole season. I mean, we lost a close one to Joplin. I know the loss to Webb City really upset everybody, and then even the win against Branson was really close. We struggled through a lot of that game, but I think we really kind of pulled together and, left with a win. So
yeah, I remember watching that one online, and that big special teams play from Templeman kind of got us going, and we ended up with the win. But you kind of made it through, and you got through that. Let's go to the state game. So you had 18 tackles, is that right?
19.
Oh, 19 tackles. My bad. 19 tackles. And how many sacks? Was it
3?
3 sacks, lots of hurries. You were all over the field, played hurt in the second half. Walk us through that game, kind of going into the game, what you're thinking, the atmosphere,
Okay, so, I mean, we got off the bus and we went in the back entrance, like exactly where all the college players get to go in. And it was almost like a daze. I mean, we all walked in and, we walked out of the tunnel and there was the stadium. It just opened up and it was ginormous. It felt like the field was bigger. I think we're all pretty hyped as soon as we got there. And we kind of kept that intensity all the way up to game time, and even through game time, I think we played really well.
Yeah, I mean, and you guys played a back-and-forth game. I actually got to be there for majority of the second half. I preached a wedding and buzzed on up, and it was a great atmosphere, back and forth. So we go to overtime, and you catch that pass and you take it to the end zone, and it's like, oh, we just do you think that you scored? Do you think?
I'm gonna be honest. I do think I scored.
I thought so too, Kale. I thought you scored, but they put it down on the goal line right there, and we got one play left. What's your mentality? What are you thinking right there? Are we about to win the game? What's going through your mind?
So I get up from getting tackled on the 1 yard line, supposedly, and Brenner comes over to help me because I had hurt my MCL earlier in the game. And he's like, you need to go out. And I told him that we had one play left and we're about to become state champions. And, we lined up. Pat did his job, went right up the middle and scored, ended it for us. So
yeah, and if you watch that film, you just jack that dude. It's if there's this player down and it's you and you're just exhausted, you've basically just kind of collapsed there in the end zone. Was that pain? Was it joy? What was going through your experience right there?
I'd say it's probably a little bit of a mixture of, just being very, very tired, the happiness, and then a lot of pain as well. I mean, it all kind of hit me one time, and I just, collapsed.
I'm a state champion, worth the grind. And it was a grind of a season. It's a long season. When you play that many games and it's cold and it's, you're working through things, what got you through that? Was it part, did you lean on some family? Was it part of your faith? What kind of helped you get through the tough times?
I'd say there's a lot of factors. Like you said, it was a lot of my family, also a lot of my faith. I mean, we prayed before every single game.
You guys prayed?
Yeah, and I think it was really big because, he helped us all get through a lot of our tough situations. Also, towards the playoffs, towards the end, we really started playing together as a family, and it encouraged everybody on our team. And I think that's what really pushed us, and that's what made us realize that, we had a shot at this thing.
Right. We could kind of all see that as a community, and it was just an amazing amazing to watch you guys do that state run. We're going to take a quick break. I want to thank our sponsor, Carthage Nazarene. It's a great place to worship. I heard their youth pastor is pretty cool. And so if you don't have a church home, you're looking for a new beginning, come see us here at Carthage Nazarene, and we'd love to have you. Let's get back to our interview. Kale, looking forward, we're in wrestling season right now. We got districts this week. It's on the horizon. What's your mentality going into the weekend?
Going in, I'm just trying to be the best wrestler I can be, wrestle as tough as I can, and hopefully finish on the top of the podium, set myself up nice for state.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. We're all rooting for you as you look forward to maybe making another run, getting that state championship and up in Columbia. And do you want to give any shout outs before we go?
I'd like to shout out to my parents. They've been there for me. They've gotten to me all my practices. They've kept me going. You guys have been a really big blessing for me. Thank you.
Kale, I'm going to have some tears here in a second, but guys, let's get out. Let's support these Tigers and basketball and wrestling in the next couple of weeks, and there's plenty of things going on in our community. And so, that's it for our first episode of Tiger Talk with Terrin, and be on the lookout for more Tigers in the Spotlight coming soon. Kale, I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you, my friend. And so, guys, be on the lookout for more Tigers in the Spotlight soon. We'll see you. Good man, Kale.
Perfect.